So we're at rank 17 now. We've been chugging along with this Dragon Ramp Druid. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do some Dragon Ramp. This deck is probably one of my most favorite Druid decks I've ever played. Because it's like playing Priest Dragon, like Dragon Priest, except you get to have all the super fun end game dragons, which is what makes it so much fun. So I feel like Dragon Priest, especially nowadays with standard up, but like it's just this. You only use the small dragons, and they're okay, but you're mostly just kind of like trying to win the mid game with it. But like you ever notice how almost every warrior is golden these days? Because everyone keeps spamming Pirate Warrior, probably. Okay, it's not too bad. If it's a Pirate Warrior deck, that is a great draw. Hmm. Must have a really bad hand right now. Really? Is this not a Pirate Warrior deck? It's not a. I'd be very surprised if it's not a Pirate Warrior deck. I feel like there's of course there's the Taunt Warrior and then there's the Pirate Warrior, but for the most part, I feel like you never see any other warriors on the ladder these days. I haven't been laddering on Wild for too long, so if there's any other decks, I mean, maybe I guess this will be one of them, or maybe it's just a random fluke. But I mean, he's got his legend. He's got golden. He has to doing pretty damn good for himself. Well, that'll be great. See, the way this deck works is you use the early game dragons to pad out your deck because that's a problem a lot of ramp decks have is they don't have a really great early game. But with this, you use cards like Netherite Historian to make a really sick, nasty end game there with dragons like Nefarian and such. But it uses the Aviana Coon combo first the dragons that have a battle cry, and then it uses the Deathwing combo. This is straight control warrior. What the hell do you know? Blap. I think we are gonna be doing spectacularly in this matchup. Good on this guy for playing a deck that's not pirate scum. That's pretty good. Hmm. I mean, if this is a control warrior, then he probably doesn't have a whole lot of extra big minions. So I feel like using a swipe right now is totally fine. Also, with Earth and Scales, we are going to be in a great position. Well, let's get some pressure going. It's pretty good. pretty good. I think we'll just pass the turn there. It's kind of funny, we're both playing decks that are nowhere near meta right now, so this should be a pretty fun game. Hmm. Hmm. We'll let it go just a little bit more. Because we want the thing we want is the Deathwing combo. That's what we want right now. Because if we have the Deathwing combo, he would have a seriously shitty time dealing with this board. So, ugh, it's disgusting. I don't think he's gonna have any kind of healing. So that would be a pretty sick combo there. Yeah, let's do it. We don't have any more innervates for Aviana, so we have to be careful. See, the problem is we have to bait out his brawls. That's the big problem we're going to have here. So hopefully he leaves this alive, because if he leaves this alive, we can nourish and have the most disgusting hand ever. The point of this deck is to leave your opponent with a whole bunch of crappy decisions to have to make, because of how many giant dragons you're dropping every single turn. Unfortunately, decks like Warrior here, with their Brawl, make this deck much more difficult to deal with, but because you make these huge swing turns with it, which is what makes it so much fun. But we got him thinking, so that means that we're doing a good job. Okay. So see, I knew I should have saved Kuhn for Aviana. Perfect. There he is. Six. Well, we're definitely going to be in the long haul this game, that's for sure. Alright, well, the brawls are going to be the most difficult part to deal with here. Alright. So I think this is where I finally drop the Deathwing. So with Nightmare, we can make a... Oh, don't have Brawl. Oh my god, GG! No storm move for the win! Oh my god, that was perfect! I've always liked No Storm Move, but how we won the game because of him, that's what I like to see. Alright. So the Nourish is great for drawing into your huge combo pieces, but it's also good for ramping up to it as well. This is a pretty awful hand. We could super easily lose this. Well, you know, I always like to see a Twilight Guardian in my hand. Like the nuts draw is a Twilight Guardian with an Innervate. That's the best type of draw you can have. But if he's going to be a slower deck, then we might have a better chance against it. This deck has been performing surprisingly more well than I would expect it to. Alright. Shing Army coming through. We are gonna save that clip. That'll be a good YouTube clip later. No Shadow Strike, one time. For Twitch I do. What you want? You mean Discord? It just has this like thing going over here. Oh. Welcome to the chat room. Here, chatting it. Totally working. Hi! Oh my. It is so hot in here right now. Let's kill this off. That is... okay. I think another one of these would just be spectacular. I want to save the Azurdrix for my swipes and my wraths. Those are what the Azurdrix are there. I mean, they're great for card draw too, of course, but like, what makes them super saucy in this deck is if you have your swipes and wraths. Okay. Three, four, five, six. Yeah, there's no reason to Earth and Scales that. I feel like I want to ramp up right now because I'll be at 9. And I could play Chromagus, which would be pretty sick nasty. That's great too. Okay. That's pretty good. Oh my, this guy's going balls to the walls right now. Oh my god. It's gonna be such a disgusting turn. You know what? I would love a Malagos. Well, let's have some fun. Chromagus. Chromagus. So he's gonna give me 6 cards. I'm gonna have 6. Oh my god. This deck is so much fun to play. Ah, yeah! Oh, man. There's so many giant dragons in this deck. You can't help but love playing it. Oh, man. Hey, Ashley, could you point the AC this way? Thanks, babe. This is actually a really great hand. I think I'll keep it. Earthen Scales is one of the most disgusting cards that the Druid could have ever gotten. It's just... Oh, it's dreamy. Hi, guys. Alright, let's ramp. I guess we're ramping real hard this time. For those of you just joining, I'm playing a dragon ramp deck. It's tons of fun. Wow. That is interesting. Huh. Am I okay with giving him an innervate? Huh. I mean, so it'll be turn 5. He could... he could cast Meteor on Ysera. I feel like I should just swipe him, get it over with, but I don't want to give him too much stuff. Let's go with the fun play. If he can't do anything against it, I kill him next turn. Hey, we got Ysera weakens. That means we win already, right? Oh my. What a ridiculous turn of events this is. I mean, this is great because he can't do any damage against me. Yeah, let's do that. And then I really want to get some draw going here. I feel like I need to get into my combo pieces ASAP. There's one combo piece. Okay, I'm alright with that. What a weird turn of events this is. Frickin' Lorewalker Cho. I haven't seen a Lorewalker Cho in forever. ever. You cannot get rid of this Ysera. Spectacular. Let's give that back to the hand. This deck always surprises me how well it does. We win next turn if he can't do anything. You know, so 4, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. Oh my god, we win. Oh man. Dragon Ramp representing. Really? Is that working now? Is that my? You can't hear anything? Oh. Still nothing? Every time I feel like I have this down, I just never end up having it down. So... It says that it has that. God damn it.
Did you start Hearthstone before or after you like switched your headset?
After. Recording. Yeah, it's not even... Yeah, it says that it's understanding everything. It's just not recording it for some reason. It says my mic is on the Microsoft Logitech.
No, your mic is fine. There's no game sound.
Oh. Okay. I don't know what that could be. I mean, I have sound coming out of it.
Do you have to make a audio thing and OBS for it or something?
Audio output capture. Create new desktop audio. Let me know if it's working now.
I wonder. For the
It's
wild.
working now. Okay. Unless it had the desktop audio turned off for some reason.
You might want to check on your thing to see how you feel about the audio levels because you're definitely a lot quieter than me.
Oh, really?
You've also
How about now?
What to do?
Hi! Can you hear me? How's it going? Things are going on. Can you hear everything that I'm saying?
Your magic shall not save
Okay, how about that? What? He tagged in a Spellbreaker? That sucks. God, I can't believe we're almost dead. Is that better? Okay. Good now. Yay! It's working! Yeah, I like that. It's really... Yeah, I wish I could have my chat that nice. It's like over here on this little tiny thing here. I feel like it should be a lot bigger. You should have seen the last two games we had. I did some pretty disgusting things. If we could, like, draw an Innervate off the top here so I could drop Chilma, that would be spectacular. Nope. So... Well, we lose to, like, almost everything the Pirate Warrior has to offer, so I guess we'll see what happens. Does it seem like I'm losing frames or anything like that? No? Great.
Trust the pilot.
That is spectacular news. Well... He has it or he doesn't have it, I guess. Yeah, he has it. Playing against Pirate Warrior always feels like a crapshoot. I didn't draw any of my early taunts though, so that was probably one of the biggest problems with it. Because I feel like if I draw all my taunts early and I drop them pretty consistently, I feel like I could actually have a really good matchup against that deck. I feel like, maybe not so much in Wild, but like in Standard, it's pretty much like, can your deck deal with Pirate Warrior? No? Okay, well your deck's gonna lose then. Especially when you're trying to climb the ladder.
Malfurion versus Morgul.
I must protect the wild.
Ooh, let's dump all of these. Keep the Innervate though. The Innervate can be super saucy. Oh, I didn't even... Properties... Filters... Oh... Oh my god.
Once upon a time.
This guy is going hard right now. Hungry Dragon seems pretty good. Oh, a swipe off the top, please. Nah.
For the wild.
Kill that. Kill that. This deck always does so surprisingly well. It's like, oh my god, how can you play a deck that has so many like extra things on top of it? But like every time I end up playing it, it always seems to just like pull out these wins that I was not even coming close to expecting. Ugh, this is getting terrible. Click pop out? Where? Huh? And click pop out. Oh, click the gear button at the top. Oh. Oh my god, that's so much nice. That will be so much nicer.
I wonder.
Well, we have to kill these guys.
Time waits for no one.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice. That's perfect. Yeah, thank you. This is going poorly.
I wield the power.
The scary part about this deck is if he happens to draw into any everything is awesome, because that's the God. That card is disgusting, especially in the current meta right now, because it's so easy to pull off, especially with the one that summons the 4 Murloc ninjas. Come on, swipe.
Death to the pretender.
We have to dig for that swipe, because if we don't get that swipe soon, we're gonna lose. That. Yep, there it is. Well, kill this.
Death
Kill
to
this.
the pretender.
I feel like I have to do this. Thank you.
Once upon a time.
Time waits for no one.
Oh well. We were doing good, and then the aggro decks came out of the woodworks. Let's keep going with it, though. I might have to toss in some extra taunts in there.
Malfurion versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Thanks. I'm trying really hard. This is actually a really great opening hand, but I'm gonna try to dump this guy and this guy for some ramp. Because that's the coolest part about this deck, is even if I don't get the ramp, oh, okay, I'll just guess the other copies of them, I guess. Even if I don't get the ramp, this deck is not terrible in any way, shape, or form. That's probably my favorite part about the deck, is you have... It might seem at first like, oh, hey, well, if you don't get your ramp in these ramp decks, then you're dead. Well, that's not true, because in this deck, the ramp can be used for the endgame combos on top of everything else. Oh, I would love a Chilmaw. And, you know, like, if there's one thing that a lot of ramp druids seem to have a lot of trouble with is early game presence, because that's just, you know, how it all works. Especially against all these aggro decks and stuff. I mean, you're just completely dead in the water. But with this, you can drop all these really nice taunts that just do super duper well against all this early game. Mostly it's just mostly this particular one, but Blackwing Corruptor is a great tempo play for you to be making. Your Azure Drake combos so well against combos so well with your swipe, but you know, it's all that could be terrible for him. Oh my god. That could be so bad for him. This is definitely a tempo mage, and since it's a tempo mage, we're gonna have to be careful about our early game here. Part of me wants to just Earth and Scales right away, but I feel like I might need her for later game plays. Yeah, we'll save the Earth and Scales. He's gonna crash into that probably. That could not have gone any better. The cool thing about this deck is it lets me play with all the dragons that you normally wouldn't really be able to see in a lot of these dragon decks. So, like, usually you'll see like 1 or 2 really big dragons, and everyone plays them like these mid-range dragons, but they can be so much better than that. Oh my god, if I get a swipe right now. Right. I feel like we should see what I get first.
For the wild.
Oh my god, that's terrible. That could not have went any better for him.
I wield the power.
It's okay though. We could still easily win this. This is still anybody's game. I still have another Earth and Scale sitting somewhere in the deck. He's used both of his fireballs on my minions rather than my actual... rather than my face, which is usually always a good sign. I have Alexstrasza to bring my health back up, so we're definitely not dead in the water. And this is usually where Mage starts running out of steam. So I guess we just have to... we have to do good while he's, Oh, there's the Pilot of Shredder. That's a potion of polymorph. I feel like we should definitely Wild Growth here.
For the wild.
Now, if I could get a chump blocker out.
Don't worry, Les. The cavalry's here.
Wow. Well, no time like the present, right?
My winged children fill the skies. My winged children fill the skies. I bring life.
Just in time. For the wild.
Well, the counter spell lost us the game, but I mean, what are you gonna do, right? It's always so funny playing on ladder because you do super duper well for for like most of the time, and then all of a sudden you just hit a terrible rough patch. So I feel like the deck is doing really well for the most part. You know, I tossed Lotheb in here because I thought that he would help seal the deal, but I feel like he's not worth it anymore. I don't think he's as good as I thought he was going to be. I feel like we could toss in more early game, but I used to have a Starfall in here. That's what Lotheb is replacing, was the Starfall. Moonglade might be a really good addition instead, because we have so much trouble with the early game. Or I could just toss in a couple of Tar Creepers to help slow them down. Tar Keeper would be pretty good. I'd only be putting one in there. Usually when I have a really small amount of taunts, I like to toss in Stonehill Defender because he provides himself a taunt, and then I can have a second taunt off of him without removing anything from my lineup over here. Yeah, let's toss a Stonehill in there. Let's see how if that helps out a little bit. Because I feel like at this point, Lotheb wouldn't do anything to help this deck. We'll see how that does.
Malfurion versus Anduin.
Well, we're against a priest. Usually that means we're gonna win.
I must protect the wild.
Priests are interesting because they can usually have a really hard time dealing with like huge swing turns, because especially, you know, nowadays, like, you know, most of the priests, their best way to get rid of the swing turns is with Dragonfire Potion, but I run all dragons in this deck, so it's gonna be pretty bad. Oh, this is a dragon. Okay, well, So this is a dragon priest. This is a dragon priest. So in the early game, still pretty important. So if I coin out the wild growth now, I'll be at 3. Might be better off just to wrath that.
What to do?
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna coin out the wrath. Kill him. Because now this next turn I can wild growth, and then next turn I'll be already ready for Twilight Guardian.
Are you mocking me?
So that's totally fine. We don't care about that. We're not going for face necessarily, so it's not really a big deal. So now we'll be at turn 4, so Twilight Guardian can drop out. I wonder if this is that Dragon Priest that was on the top meta ladder. If that's the case, then I definitely have to be kind of careful, because they usually have a really strong end game. Okay, this is okay.
Secret agent coming through.
Oh, if I could have Draconid Operative in this deck, it would be disgusting. Okay.
Once upon a time.
That is perfect.
Once upon a time.
Oh boy. I'm not really sure how this is gonna go, because the Dragon Priest definitely has a much stronger early game, but I think I beat him out in the end game. The trouble we're gonna run into is in Tomb, so if we could try to bait that out, it would be even better.
Plot twist.
So if we Alexstrasza him, I think that'd be a waste. I could put him on the defensive if we Alexstrasza him. Just the Nose Dorma with Deathwing combo is just so good because of all the fucking animations it takes. It takes it forever to do it, so they have a much smaller chance of actually doing anything against it. Yeah, let's Alexstrasza him.
I bring life.
Time waits for no one.
Is someone injured?
I wonder if he's just gonna go for face. I mean, most Dragon Priests will just sit there trying to, you know, trade the board as efficiently as possible. I mean, this is great because we can finally clear the board a little bit. Spectacular. What we really need is a what do you call it? Nourish. That's what we really need.
Once upon a time.
Swipe will be pretty good here too, because we can. The tits draw would be a Zerdrake into Swipe. That would be disgusting. There's the Azure Drake! Ah! Oh man, GG. He's in trouble now. Next turn I can Coon and Coon and Deathwing at the same time.
I wield the power of Black.
You wish to live forever?
Ah, do I do it? He hasn't played Entomb yet, so that makes me really nervous. I feel like I really want to draw my Nourish before I do anything else. Faceless Shambler could be pretty disgusting if we draw the right card with it. I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna go for Faceless Shambler. Because if we draw Aviana off the top here, we could instantly win.
Let reading practice love.
Might just have to do it. 5, 8, 11. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do it. Which sucks, but...
I wonder.
Oh, we're so close to doing the combo.
What to do? I wait for no one. For the wild.
We could still do it, but... oh, he had it.
Once
I think we
upon a
have...
time.
That's 8, 9, 10, 11, so I have 1 health left, so... You know what I should have done? I should have... You know, no, I wouldn't have been able to be alive right now then. I think that's game. Yeah, that was close. It was close. See, we need to draw cards like this earlier on. That's the problem. Man, we were doing so good. We had such a good streak going. It's okay though. We'll... Yeah, totally. I'll definitely be putting up a deck list. I gotta just figure out the proper... which one I want to have the end version of it be. The problem I'm having is the early game. I mean, if I draw into my early dragons, I could do really, really well with it. I mean, I didn't draw Nourish that game, so that was definitely really kind of lame. But I feel like the Stonehill Defender could help out a lot with this. You know, maybe I can take out Chilmaw and put in another Stonehill. Stonehill can come up with some pretty good taunts, as for a druid especially. But... Oh, really? These are the things that Zoe has to know. I guess let me try this version of it out first, and then I'll throw up a deck list on there. I might just get a deck tracker too.
Malfurion versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
I must protect the wild.
Perfect. Guess I'll have to put that together when I get the chance to. My favorite part about this deck is I can run Deathwing. Well, I guess we'll see how we do this time. And I'm doing better at this. I'm doing much better with this deck than I was with my other previous decks. So I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe the Stonehills will represent and they'll do what Chilma couldn't.
Reporting for duty.
So this is probably, I mean, I feel like a lot of the paladins you've been seeing on ladder lately is just mostly control paladins. I mean, there is that Murloc one that's running around all over the place, but I mean, I feel like that's more in standard. In Wild, the control paladin is definitely a lot stronger, I think, because of how ridiculous the cards you can get are. I think this is the best play right now. Want to slow him down a little bit. Paladin's another tricky one for this deck because of the fact that they have the Equality Consecrate combo or the Equality Pyromancer combo. I feel like... So if we go to 6... I feel like we should nourish here. Okay. That's pretty good. So we'll have some more early game stuff.
I'll never tell.
Oh my god, is this a secret paladin? That's terrible for us. That is awful for us. I mean, we gotta kill her off.
Job's done.
Okay, that could have been Avenge. Okay, I mean, that's pretty bad too, but... I think that's actually worse now that I think about it. God, that card's disgusting. There you are, Stonehill. I don't think he would have helped me at all, though. It's times like this I wish I run my... I feel like I should run my, oh, what's his name?
Out of my jungle.
That is spectacular. It's not spectacular. Well...
Reporting for duty.
Wow, he cleared. Okay. That'd be pretty good, so... Could be a lot worse. Definitely could be a lot worse. That's worse. Alright, well, if we draw Coon, we could totally just win right now. That's the funniest part about this deck. That is not Coon. It's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that would give me 9 health. It's not ideal, but it's something. Could try to draw a Dragon Taunt off of this. That would be pretty good.
Time waits for no one.
Once upon a time.
Nope.
Out of my jungle.
Oh my god. Come on. Alright, well, if he doesn't kill me and we draw Coon off the top here,
Well played. Ungoro belongs.
boo. Oh well.